Hello, happy Saturday, people. Decided to take a quick video feeding shot here of the MadWrasse 110. Couldn't be happier with where the tank's headed right now. Things looking absolutely great. You can see the little diamond tail there in the center now. He's fitting right in. Happy as a pig. Gonna drop a little frozen in there to go with the scraps of nori they're munching on now. And let's see them go to town. Look at those savages eat. Eat, fish, eat. Yeah, so nobody's giving the little new guy any grief. Um, Damsel initially, just kind of flared his fins and chased him a little bit, showed him who's boss. But otherwise, really, nobody's paid him any mind. Um, Antheus, maybe, if he got a little too close to one of the caves the Antheus likes to hide in. But otherwise, he's still a little timid. Uh, Swims like a little bat out of hell if somebody gets too close. But for the most part, not a nick on the fins. His color's great. He's not stressed. He's not hiding in a corner, not hiding underneath anything. So it couldn't have gone better considering he didn't make it into the acclimation box. Little bugger squiggled out of my hand when I was trying to transfer him in. What else? So the Borbonius is still in QT. Wednesday will be 14 days in copper. I figure I'll give it probably till next Friday and pull them out of the copper, put them into the scallywag tank to just get a little more comfortable out of the medication and give them a little time to recover from the copper before we try to bring them in here. He should not be as much of a problem getting him into the acclimation box. It's the little fish that have a tendency to be able to wiggle out of my fist when I'm transferring them in. So the diamond tail, who's obviously very small, and then the clown up in the biocube. The clown was even smaller than this little guy. And the clown I at least got into the box, but he squiggled right out of the little slots. And he's still doing good up there. I wouldn't say he's accepted by the female, but she doesn't pay him any attention. I think once he gets a little bit bigger, I don't see an issue with them pairing up at all. But here we go. So 3 minutes of a feeding frenzy here. Corals are all looking good. Got great pull-up extension on all the SBS. Coloring is pretty darn good. Still, growth rates have improved a bit. Still not overly thrilled with how quickly they're growing, but I don't know. I'm new to SBS, so maybe that's normal. And once I get to colony size, I know people are fragging left and right, but I don't know. I just feel like some of these are slower growing than I would have thought. What else can I tell you? It's been ages since I've done an update. I don't know. That's about it. Asterina stars, we're getting that population under control. Starting to see some spots of coralline popping up that previously I never would have. Also seeing, as a result of that, my magnesium dropping a little bit, which I'm hoping is a result of the coralline using it. Because that had been pretty stuck, pretty much. It was near 1500 when I stopped dosing it. And that was going on 3 months ago, and it's still at 1440. Well, 1430, I think, last I looked. So hoping to get that down under 1400. And then from there, drop my ALK back down to 8.5, somewhere in that range. I had to bump that up to 9-ish to get the magnesium to begin falling. And otherwise that's it. Take a quick look at the sump and then cut you guys off. Let's see if I can figure this tripod out. How do I drop you down? Oop, there we go. There we go. Tangs are getting big. I think once I get the Borbonius in, that'll probably be the last fish edition until I think about rehoming the 2 tangs. No issues out of them, and they haven't started freaking out due to the size of the tank, but the powder blue is probably 5.5 inches long maybe now. And the purple the yellow I'm gonna estimate at 4.5. Good size. They don't fight. Occasionally they'll smack each other's tails and try to show who's boss. But they're fat. They're happy, and healthy. That's all I can really ask for. All right, sump, and then we're out. Bada bing. I think I'll take you off the tripod. Son of a gun. I stopped the last video, and I have no idea how to edit, so we're going to have to see if I can mash the 2 videos together. Refugium, jammed, wall-to-wall with Chaeto. Pretty much harvesting every 2 weeks, pulling out almost half of it. Is what I've done the last 3 or 4 times I've harvested. And again, it's wall-to-wall jam-packed in those 2 weeks. Excuse me. Octo Aquatics floss holder, still doing its thing. It's great. Love it. Skimmer doing good. Got some bright whale block behind it. Pump intake for carbon. And GFO. I still do have a little GFO in there, though it's not really needed. I should probably consider just pulling it out next time I kill that reactor, clean that reactor. Return chamber. Got some Trident calibration fluid in there, getting a temperature acclimated. More bright well biomedia, and then the outlet to the carbon GFO is back there, and there's also a bag of pond matrix in there that you can't really see, but it's in there, I promise. Doses are treating me wonderfully. Skimmer got cleaned this morning. The Kessel, the H380 is phenomenal. My Chaeto's growing like mad, and my nutrients have dropped in line where I wanted them to be, so that's a good thing. And I just ordered it this morning as a lampshade to put over that thing and direct the light down, because as you can see, I get algae growth in the skimmer. Not a ton, but enough to irritate me. So we'll contain that Kessel light a little bit better. Trident's doing its thing. Couldn't be happier with it. Truly, it's just I don't know that I could keep an SPS tank without it. I might be lucky for stretches without it, but just knowing where my numbers are and knowing when and how I need to react it's priceless. It really is. I don't need to say any more than has already been said. The waste container for the Trident I just keep behind there, and when the time comes, it's hidden, it's behind the tank, and then when I swap reagents, I pull that sucker out and dump it. But it's just a BRS mixing jug, and I don't have to empty it or anything like that, except for when I swap reagents. And that's about it. That's all she wrote, people. CO2 scrubbing back there, my little makeshift air hydrator. As the air gets sucked into the jar, it goes through the water and humidifies the air before it goes through the reactor, and that prolongs the media life. So I am swapping out the media every 3 weeks. Pretty much 3 weeks on the nose is when I notice my pH drop below 8.1, and that tells me it's time to replace the media. Otherwise, that's about all I got, people. Things are doing well. Fish are doing well. Fish are fat, happy, loving life. A trachea that the colors just don't show up well on camera. And the little diamond tail. We got to come up with a name for this guy. Rainbow Bright, I don't know. Just Even as a juvenile, it's a beautifully colored fish. And the Midas, such a great addition. Oh, and then for Dawn, here you go, Dawn. Come on out where we can see you. The lights just changed a little bit too when it came out of a cloud cover mode, so the tank will be a little more white. I think it'll be a little more white. Where's the rhomboid? Over here now. You can't see it. Well, you can a little bit, but a lot of black in the dorsal fin, and the purple front of his body is just getting a little darker each and every day. Hopefully another week or two, and I don't even know how long, over the next month or two. I just can't imagine what he's going to look like. Such a beautiful fish. All right, people. Last look. Pink lemonade. Colors do no justice. I don't even know what that is. Some piece from TSA. Oh, and a minus bloody. Come on, get out of the way. Piece from TSA. Red, green, beautiful. It's the PC rainbow. Red, gold. Occasionally some greens in it. There's a Millie there with a pink skin. Can't really see the pink without the filter on. And the filter, I just didn't feel like pulling out. Up here we got the ASD rainbow Millie. Color, again, doesn't look right, but that's growing like, actually that's the one piece that's growing really, really well for me. It was just that one nub sticking out to the right when I got it. And it's totally encrusted the plug. A couple of nice nubs growing up straight now into the light. So just happy with that one. That's another Millie there. That one's doing pretty well too, but again, I just feel like it should be growing faster. But what do I know? All right, that's it. We're out. Everyone have a good weekend. Stay safe. Stay corona free. And be prepared. Bye.